Keep it, keep it going on those leg swings. And let's go on and switch over other side. So left side here. See, I tell y'all, all it took was 60 seconds for that to leave my brain. I need like a big neon flashing sign to make me remember things sometimes. Keeping it moving here. Trying to also still keep that core engaged. A few more. And when you're ready, you can slow that leg to a stop. We'll take it to our toe tap side to side. Nice wide legs here. Toes are pointed towards the corners of the room. We'll shift the hips back, tap the inside of that foot. A little bit of a side lunge. Good. Feeling a nice stretch on the inside of the leg here. Good. Almost there. Let's do one more each side. 1 and 2. You can go on and bring it back together. We're going to step side to side. You can keep doing any of those warm-up movements or anything you really like to keep that body moving while I show you our first set of exercises for today. So we've got 2 lower body and 2 core exercises for our first circuit. So we'll start with our standing squat, almost always. Dumbbells and shoulders if you choose to use those weights. We'll sit back into that squat, come back up, taking that step lift the entire time. Then we'll move into our deadlift, walking this swing, so the directly into the hips. Nice flat back, strong posture here. We raise those dumbbells along the front of our legs, pushing the hips back, and then come back up, squeeze those glutes. That is our deadlift. Then we'll move into our standing crunch. So just 1 dumbbell here, or even no weight, also an option. But arms are both going to go up overhead of 1 dumbbell. And we're going to crunch it in with the knee, just like that. Still keeping it controlled. You guys know I don't love crazy, dramatic movements because usually that means we're actually not keeping our core that engaged, and that's going to irritate that low back. So be really intentional with those movements as we crunch forward. That would be our first one. Our second one is going to be an oblique side crunch. So we'll start standing, and you have 2 options here. You can reach up overhead and then come back down and just crunch to the side. You have both feet on the floor, or you have the option to reach over and then crunch with the leg. So we'll do one side on the first round, and then we'll switch and do the other side on our second round through. That way we're not going back and forth the whole time, if that makes sense. So let's go on and get ready for our squats to start. We're going to kick off our first circuit here. 45 seconds on, 15 of rest in 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds of squats here. We're keeping our heels, or weight in our heels, I should say. Our knees are pressing out. Our core is staying engaged. Our shoulders are engaged and pulled back to keep that chest open. And we're squeezing those glutes as we come up. You've got 15 seconds here. Lots of lower body, hips, and core today, I should say. And 3, 2, and 1. Let's rest. Bring those down. Take those legs a little bit if you need to. Walk those feet in, so the direction of the hips. Flex into the knees. Roll those shoulders back for me. Dumbbells come to the front of the legs. In 3, 2, and 1. Take it down with a nice flat back here. Dumbbells sit close to the body. Squeeze those glutes as you come up. Again, weight is in the heels of the feet. That's going to help you really feel that hamstring stretch on the way down. We've got 10 seconds here. Finish it out strong. Rest in 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Set one dumbbell to the side. We're going to that standing crunch next. So one weight or no weight. You choose here. Both arms up overhead. You bring it down in 3, 2, 1. Feeding that knee. So again, a very small crunch here. Thinking about keeping that core engaged. Belly button pulled back to the spine. Alternating legs. "15 seconds. You're right there. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Whew. Okay, quick rest. Then we're going into our side oblique crunches here. Remember, you have options to keep both feet on the floor or to lift that leg. In 3, 2, 1. We reach up. We crunch over that foot on the floor, or you have the option to bring that foot up. Decide what works for you. And also, if you want to bring that foot up, hold on to something. So if you've got something, that can help a little bit with balance while still allowing you to use that leg. Keep it going here. Really working those obliques. You're almost there. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Rest. Deep breath, quick sip of water. We're going right back to that squat next for round 2. So grab those weights when you're ready. Feet slightly wider than hips. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Quick, a little time for rest during these lunch workouts, but we always get a lot in. Whew. Lost my own balance there for a second. Moving too fast. Halfway there. You've got 10. In 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Whew. Deadlift next. Both weights. Feet underneath those hips. But then reset that posture. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Take it down. Halfway. Ten seconds on the clock. Three, 2, and 1. Nice job. 1 dumbbell to the side. We've got that standing crunch. Woo. Feeling it today. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Alternating legs. Good. Working our core and also our balance here. You've got 15 seconds. 10. You're there in 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Go on and set that dumbbell to the side. We've got our side crunches, opposite side of what you did last time. So for me, that's my right. For you, that may be right. If you did right last time, let's start in 3, 2, and 1. Either just crunching over or crunching over with a little bit of the leg lift here. I'm off balance today, you guys. You choose which one works for you. Halfway there. Engaging those obliques. You've got 10 seconds. You're there in 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Take those legs. Take a quick break. Grab a sip of water. That is it for our lower body circuit. We're going to move into upper body next. So we've got our Arnold press to start. Dumbbells start facing in towards you. We rotate them out as we press up, and then bring them back in as we come down. Rotate them both directions there. So that's our first exercise. Second one, we'll do similar with our bicep curls or Z curls. So elbows glued by your sides. Palms will face up on the way up. Then you're going to rotate. Palms face down on the way down. And then just repeat that. Then we'll go into our lateral raise. Slight bend in the elbows. You can choose alternating arms here or both arms. You can really do alternating arms for all of these exercises, except for our last one, it's kind of hard. We'll do our tricep extension overhead. There's one weight, both hands up, elbows at the side, dip it down, straighten forward, and lean just like that, keeping that head and neck tucked backwards. Okay, that is everything. Let's go on and get set up. Get ready for our Arnold press. Palms will face in towards you in 3, 2, and 1. Take it up. Remember, again, if you would like, you can always take any of these to alternating arm. I often forget to show that when it comes to overhead press, but that's always available to you. You also have options with your feet. You can always take a staggered stance, like I have my feet now, or both in line with each other, whichever is more comfortable. Just making sure either way you're keeping that core engaged underneath you. We rest in 3, 2, and 1. Let those weights down. 15 seconds, and then we'll go into our Z curl. So palms will face out. Elbows tucked at our sides here. Shoulders are rolled back. In 3, 2, and 1. We curl up, rotate, curl back down. Good. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Keeping those elbows glued. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let those weights come down at your side. We've got our lateral raise next. So slight bend in those elbows. Alternating arm or both arms. Started parallel with the floor in 3, 2, and 1. Making sure that you're feeling it in those shoulders and not in your neck or your traps. Which if they're overactive like mine is very easy to happen. That's why I do the alternating arms. Halfway there. Less than 10. And 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Set one of those weights to the side. We're going to finish out with our tricep extension here. One weight. In 3, 2, and 1. Keep that elbow and neck tucked back. Keep peeking out at me through those elbows. Halfway. Less than 10. And 3, 2, 1. Bring that weight down. Nice job. Made it through our first round. We got one more round of that upper body. So going back to Arnold press. I'll start in, facing in towards you. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Good. Keep it going. I know those arms are feeling it by that second round. 15 seconds. You're there in 3, 2, and 1. Bring those weights back down. We've got Arnold press, or not Arnold press, seat curl next. So palms face out here, elbows at your side, shoulders back. In 3, 2, and 1. Palms up, rotate, palms down. Got it. Working both those biceps and those forearms here. At that halfway mark. Ten seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let those weights come down at your side. Lateral raise next. So both dumbbells still in hand. Slight bend in the elbows here, alternating or both arms. In 3, 2, and 1. Get it back to those shoulders. Good. We've just got one circuit after this. You're already through the majority of class. I think the hard parts are over. Still a little bit to go, but not much. You've got 10 seconds here. In 3, 2, and 1. Let those arms come down. Set one of those dumbbells to the side. We've got our overhead extension here. One weight, pick it up. In 3, 2, and 1. Really pull back, squeeze at that end position. You've got less than 10. And 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Go on and bring it down. We've got a couple more minutes here. We're going to finish out with our third circuit. We're going to stay standing for this third circuit. So no need to get down to the floor quite yet. We're going to do our standing fall-off press and then our toe taps. So one weight is all you'll need. And then if you have a dumbbell or a water bottle, something like that, that you can use as just a visual obstacle for you for our toe taps, that will be helpful. So fall-off press, if you can, stand on one leg. If not, you can try stand with both feet together. That's like the next hardest option. Or you can try both feet on the floor a little further apart. That would be the easiest entry. Then bringing feet together, then just one leg. We're gonna have dumbbell at chest level, bring it in, and take it out just like that, working on our balance, keeping that core engaged. Then we'll move into our hip toe taps, standing on one leg, dumbbell, water bottle, whatever it is in front of you, no taller than a foot. We'll bring that toe up and over, tapping either side, keeping all that weight in one foot, okay? So those are 2 exercises. Let's start with that fall-off press. Right leg is on our left leg. You're on the floor. If you're gonna balance here, let's start in 3, 2, and 1. Weight goes straight out, straight back in. Really just a core and balance exercise here. Good. Fifteen seconds here. If you're feeling it a little bit with those shoulders, you've already been working them. Rest in 3, 2, 1. Go on and come down. Set that weight to the side for a second. We'll do right leg for our toe tap. So again, standing on that left leg. The right leg's gonna go up and over. In 3, 2, 1. And if you're new to these, you might want to start with a shorter or smaller obstacle. And the more confident you get with them, the higher up you can go. Goal is really just to get that knee that is in line with your hip as it comes up and over. Working on strengthening those hip flexors. "15 seconds here. I know this one's always harder than it looks. You're right there. And 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg down. Stretch it out a little bit. Shake it side to side. We're going to switch to the other side for our pull-off press. Right leg is on the floor. Taking it in and out. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Really doing a lot of balance work today. I watched a video or saw a video somewhere online recently. It was either a doctor or a physical therapist talking about how truly one of the most important exercises that we can do as we age, no matter what age you are, and all of us are aging, is practice balancing on one leg. That really contributes to our stability the older we get, because all walking is continuously balancing on one leg as you walk back and forth. You're almost there. Rest in 3, 2, 1. Nice job. On set that weight to the side. We're going to finish out with our toe taps. I'm standing on my right leg. Left foot's going to go up and over. Let's do the last side here in 3, 2, and 1. But it is true. If you think about it, walking is just balancing on one leg, and that is why when a lot of folks get older and you see older people kind of shuffling when they're walking instead of taking bigger steps, It's because ultimately that's a balance and a strength issue. And so the better we can balance, the better we can maintain that mobility over time and prevent falls and things like that. And who out of us does not want to maintain our mobility as long as we can? So doing these balance exercises are so important no matter what your age is. Because we know that the habits that we build today are what you're right there in 3, 2, and 1. Good. You want to let that leg come down, shake it out. You guys made it to the end of the strength portion of class for today. You guys did an awesome job hanging in there with me. I am going to transition us down to the mat for stretching and foam rolling if you'd like to hang around with us for another 15 minutes. If you do have to head out, know that I will be teaching for all of October. So I will see you back here next week. Make sure you're recovering, getting plenty of rest, sleep, water, all the good stuff to recover from today's workout. I'll catch you back here next Wednesday. If you are hanging around, we're going to go on and switch into that stretching and foam rolling. Let's go on and start with stretching those hip flexors. So if you're down on the mat, you can choose to double up your mat or put something under your knees. You can also do the hip flexor stretch standing, which I believe I've demonstrated before. But if you're on the mat, one leg's going to go in front, one leg underneath. Now, if you're standing, it's this exactly, just the back leg is straight out behind. Straight back. Front leg is bent. We're going to tuck those hips under, and then we're going to slightly shift those hips. It shouldn't be huge. If this is happening, you're probably just using your low back to shift. So tuck, hips tucked under, and then just a slight movement forward. Hold this here. And it's same exact thing if you're standing. I do have a little bit of a hack for balance, for working on your balance. And that is, you've probably heard this before from other people, but the best time to get your balance exercises in, if you're just trying to, do it throughout the day, let's go on and switch other legs. So left leg comes down, right leg comes up, tuck those hips and shift forward, is when you're brushing your teeth. Because we're all already hopefully brushing our teeth twice a day, and you're kind of captive for that time. There's only so many other things you can possibly do while brushing your teeth. And so something that I've started to practice is when I'm brushing my teeth, I will do 30 seconds standing on my right leg and just lift, my left knee. And then I'll do 30 seconds on the other side and then repeat. So hopefully you're brushing your teeth for 2 minutes. That's, the dentist's recommended time. So by doing that, you do 30 seconds on each leg, twice through on each side, and you get a little bit of balance training while you're brushing your teeth, and it doesn't interfere with your toothbrushing too much, and you've got hopefully your counter right there in front of you. So if you need to grab that for balance, you can. So that's a little life hack for you. Let's go on and come down from our hip flexor stretches, and let's move into foam rolling those hamstrings. So taking that foam roller under the right leg to start, and then we'll raise up on those hands, rolling from the bottom of the glutes down towards the knee. I don't know if I've ever worn these leggings before, so if I've already said this, apologize, but I almost matched my foam roller exactly, which was not intended. Looked very color coordinated, but none of it. I promise it was not intended or that well coordinated. Remember, you can roll that ankle in or out. We're going to play with different angles here. What feels best for you. If you find any spot that's particularly tight, feel free to hang out there and just kind of make small motions back and forth. And when you're ready, let's go on and come down and switch over to the other leg. Same thing with the hamstrings. I challenge everyone to try my little balance toothbrushing exercise tonight. Something very simple. Hard to really come up with an excuse not to do it, right? I'll be very impressed if any of you come back next week and say, I did it. I did your challenge and I did my balance while I was brushing my teeth. But I would love to hear it if you do. Let's do a couple more passes here. And when you're ready, you can come back down to the mat. We'll shift to those glutes. So placing that foam roller back behind you. We're gonna pop the feet up on top of it. Shift those hips so you're kind of leaning onto your right side here. And you can either hang out right here, just kind of rolling onto that right glute, or you can intensify it a little bit by taking that right ankle, cross it over the left knee. Again, same thing, just rolling small motions here back and forth on that right glute. Couple more passes. And when you're ready, go on and switch to the other side. So we'll shift to sitting on our left side. You can either just hang out here, or you can take that left ankle, cross it over the right knee, and then again, back and forth on that left glute. Couple more passes here. And when you're ready, go on and come down. We'll set that foam roller to the side and find a comfortable seated position for you, whatever that looks like. Have to look exactly like me, just whatever feels good. We're going to stretch out our upper body here. So we'll take one arm across, support with the other arm here, get a little bit of a shoulder stretch in. Keep those shoulders relaxed. They're not up here by our ears. And when you're ready, let's switch other side, same thing. And you're ready, go and bring both of those arms down. Let's switch it into our wrist flexor stretch. So one arm comes out in front. Use the other hand to kind of pull those fingers back gently, just as far as you can comfortably go. Feel a little bit of a stretch in that wrist, forearm, maybe even up to the biceps a little bit. And when you're ready, you can switch other side, roll it out a little bit. And when you're ready, you can go on and release that. We're going to take it to a side stretch here since we did do those oblique crunches today. So if you want to use one hand to support you on this side, we'll take the other arm up and over. Getting a stretch in that side. Trying to keep that chest open, so don't let the chest and the arm kind of collapse in on you. Try to keep it open. And then when you're ready, you can reach up and over, and we'll switch other side. And bring it back up. When you're ready, you can roll those shoulders a little bit. Let's take it to our tricep stretch. So one arm overhead, use the other arm to support here. Again, try not to push that head and the neck forward. Not to gain you anything extra other than some neck strain. And when you're ready, you can switch other side. And when you're ready, you can let both arms come down. Again, let's roll those shoulders back and down just a few times here to relax those. And then we'll take that right ear, lean it to the right shoulder. You can set that left hand out to the side if that feels good. Feel that stretch on the left side of the neck. Taking some nice deep breaths as we're really starting to have that heart rate come back down to resting. Coming towards the end of our workout, getting ready to go back into the rest of our day. Definitely give yourself some gratitude for showing up and putting in the work today. Even if you didn't want to be here, even if you almost thought about not coming, even if you weren't feeling it the entire time, you did make it here, and that is an accomplishment. Let's go on and take it to the other side. Left ear to the left shoulder, right arm out to the side. Feel it on the right side of your neck here. And when you're ready, slowly bring that neck back to center. Roll those shoulders down. Again, just a few more times here. Let's do our stretch for the back of the neck. So it's been a minute since we've done this one, but we'll start with those shoulders rolled back. shoulder blades are tucked back. So we've got those engaged. Then we're going to think about pulling up through our spine, almost like you've got a stream going through the top of your head. And then tuck that under, like you've got gears turning your head under. Still lifting up, but we're also tucking the chin up and under. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of the neck here. Not going to be the most flattering look, but that's okay. Nobody's looking at you and nobody cares. The more you think about pressing your shoulders down as you tuck that chin back, the more you'll feel the stretch. This one is really good for all of us who have that forward head posture throughout the day as we stare at our screen. That's pretty much all of us. So I think everyone can benefit from it. When you're ready, go on and come back up to a neutral position here. We'll do a couple neck rolls to finish us out as always. So let's do 2 clockwise and then 2 counterclockwise. Starting going to the right. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Moving nice and slow. And then back the other way. Letting out those last bits of tension you might be holding on to. And bringing us right to the end of our workout for today. Thank you guys again so much for joining. Always good to see all of you here and have you in class. And hopefully I will see you next week.